Avoid using human hair dye. Human products are designed specifically for humans, not pets. They often contain harsh chemicals that can harm your pet. Dye can be absorbed through your pet's skin and make it sick. Your pet can potentially lick the dye and that could harm it. Do not dye a pet with existing health conditions. This could further harm it or cause further harm. Always check with your vet to make sure that this grooming is safe. Use organic food dye. These dyes are made from natural products. Read the label and talk to your vet to make sure that the ingredients will not cause harm via skin absorption or consumption. Some non-organic food dyes have been linked to adverse effects in animals, including allergic reactions and tumors. Always talk to your vet before using anything on your pet. Use organic foods. If you are feeling particularly crafty, you can use the actual food product to produce a colorful dye. By going straight to the source, you will know exactly what is included in the dye. Dye foods include asparagus, beets, sweet potatoes, strawberries, spinach, cranberries, and carrots. Try an organic chalk. There are pet-friendly dye chalks that may be used to temporarily dye your pet's fur. As always, check with your vet before application. Do not use spray paint. This is incredibly toxic for pets and humans and will only result in illness or even death. Do not use anything that will cause your dog pain. This includes acids or bleaches. Be safe and take care. Add water to food coloring. Depending on what color you want to work with, you may need to add more water to get the desired color. Start with 1 cup of water per drop of food coloring. Mix well. Try mixing the dye and water into a spray bottle. This will make it easier to apply it to the pet. Start with a clean pet. Make sure her fur is clean and well brushed. Dyeing works better with lighter fur. Cleanliness will help the dye last longer and will look better. Smash or pulverize food. Use a food processor or a masher to break down foods into a paste, mush, or powder. If you are using a dry food, try adding a small amount of water, 1 tablespoon, until a desired consistency is reached. For trickier colors to obtain, like blues and purples, try adding the mashed food mixture to baking soda to make a paste. Start with 1/4 cup of baking soda and add it to your food mixture until desired amount color is achieved. Wear latex gloves. Unless you want to also dye your hands, make sure you are wearing latex or plastic gloves to protect your own skin. Apply chalk directly to damp fur. This is easy to do in a few simple steps. 9. Dampen your pet's fur with a spray bottle of water. You do not want to soak the fur, but spray so the fur is damp to the touch. Apply the chalk directly to the damp fur. If you want a lighter color, use less chalk. If you want more or darker color, apply more chalk. Wait for the fur to dry. This will help the color set into the fur. Use a blow dryer, not too hot, try a medium setting, and blow warm air over the chalked fur. This will help the color set and last longer. Apply the dye using your hands or a spray bottle. There are a few tips to make this step go smoother. You can also use cotton swabs and small, clean, paint brushes to get areas around the eyes, ears, mouth, and nose. Apply dye mixture in small areas. Start with an inconspicuous area to test the color. This will also help determine how she will react to being dyed. Avoid spraying dye into her eyes, mouth, or nose. This could harm the animal and/or agitate it. Apply one color at a time. It is recommended to let one color dry before applying any more near or on top of it. This will stop color from running or mixing together. Avoid letting your pet lick the dye. This could harm her or dye her mouth. Watch her for signs of licking and distract her until the habit is formed. Watch for an allergic reaction. Her skin is just as sensitive as ours. Watch for biting, scratching, redness, or swelling. If this occurs, take her to the vet immediately. Acknowledge color fading. Just like dyeing human hair, an animal's dyed fur will fade over time. If you want her to keep her vibrant looks, apply the dye as needed. Observe behavioral changes in your pet. If she suddenly stops eating, become aggressive, bites or licks her fur, consider removing the dye or taking her to the vet.